think the most interesting thing on ATHLOS is that it concentrates on trajectories. It's not just comparing people who are old now, but we have longitudinal data and we can look how things change over time. Because even now there is a huge debate whether the differences between how people age are due to long-term effects which start maybe in childhood and they accumulate over the life course, or whether they are caused by factors which operate in late adulthood and older ages. And because ATHLOS is modeling trajectories, long-term changes in aging, I think this will be a major contribution to how we understand the process of aging. The other important aspect is that ATHLOS will look at social inequalities in aging, because different people age differently, at least we think people age differently. And we know that people with better education, higher income, better material conditions, they seem to reach older age in better health than people who are less advantaged, lower educated and low income countries. So we hope to clarify the pathway which link the social status and the aging trajectory. I think there are several new things. One is the focus on trajectories, because the research on aging is huge, but not that many studies really look at longitudinal trajectories and trying to look very long time back in life. We have a Swedish cohort which started with newborn babies, and now the people are 80 years old. So we can really look at the trajectories over the whole life course, from the birth to very old age. The second new thing is that ATHLOS will try to produce one composite measure of aging, because at the moment everybody looks at different dimensions, mental health, cognition, physical functioning, morbidity, multimorbidity, but ATHLOS is trying to produce a composite measure of aging, which, if successful, will make a major impact on future research and understanding of aging. I think there are again several. One is the very large disparities between countries and within countries. So even if we take very crude measures such as life expectancy, which is not really a great measure of aging but is a good approximation of health, we see very, very large differences between countries. And even in Europe, we can see maybe 20-25 year difference in life expectancy. So, like in some parts of the former Soviet Union, very few people reached age which we consider older age. So the disparities is one thing, and globally they are even larger than in Europe. The second big challenge is the inequalities, the social inequalities within countries, a bit mirroring the international inequalities. And finally, I think we actually know quite a bit about some factors which influence different aspects of aging. But so far it's been very difficult to translate this knowledge into policies and measures and interventions and clinical practice. So one part of ATHLOS is to take existing evidence and the ATHLOS evidence and to produce some recommendations and guidelines to translate the existing knowledge into interventions how to improve aging. I think this is exactly it, to translate what we know, because even now a lot of is known, plus what we will find in ATHLOS, and to translate it in some practical measures which can be taken by the governments, by the policymakers, social sector and clinical practice.